Good afternoon, everyone. Today is April 11th, 2025. I'm Stephen Herwire. I am owner of Herwire Financial, Plans with Direction. Today, we're going to talk about death, divorce, and Social Security. Needless to say, death or divorce is a traumatic event. Navigating the intricacies of Social Security after one of these events can feel overwhelming, but it does not have to be. Whether you're a divorcee or a surviving spouse, understanding the rules regarding Social Security benefits can significantly impact your plan for retirement, especially on the financial side. Today, we're going to discuss some helpful information on dispersing benefits after one of these tragic events. And failure to navigate this process can prove costly. First, it's essential to clarify what Social Security benefits entail. These are payments made to qualified retirees, disabled individuals, as well as their spouses, children, and survivors. These benefits are funded by payroll taxes collected from employees and employers throughout a person's working life. After a divorce, Social Security benefits can be a critical factor in financial stability for some individuals. According to Social Security, divorcees may be eligible if they meet the following criteria: are age 60 or older, or age 50 to 59 and have a disability, didn't remarry before age 60, were married for 10 years or longer, married at least 9 months before the spouse's death. It's vital to know that claiming benefits does not affect your ex-spouse's access to benefits. My guess is they won't even know if you do. Also, eligibility for benefits is based on the ex-spouse's records, even if the ex-spouse remarried. However, the spouse seeking benefits must have a lower amount than their ex-spouses. This is particularly important if you have one spouse that has some really great earnings over the years and the other one not so much. Okay, after a spouse dies, Social Security benefits offer financial support in the event of a spouse's death. Widows, widowers, dependents of deceased workers may be eligible for Social Security survivor benefits. According to Social Security Administration guidelines, a widow or widower who is full retirement age or older receives 100% of the deceased worker's benefit. Meanwhile, those 60 or older but under full retirement age can receive somewhere between 71 and 99% of the worker's basic benefit. A widow or widower can also receive managed benefits from age 60 or even as early as age 50 if disabled. Now, care should be taken if one of you goes in to see the doctor and you have an unfortunate diagnosis, if you're between the age of 62 and your full retirement age. Because if this is the case, it's possible that your surviving spouse may do better if you don't claim. Anyway, there's a lot of moving parts. Always check it out. Benefits for children of a deceased parent. Children may be eligible for benefits under certain circumstances. If they're 17 or younger, if they're 18, 19, still enrolled full-time in a K through 12 school, if they developed a disability before they turned 21. Social Security Administration does provide comprehensive information on the various benefits available and eligibility requirements. However, sometimes not knowing what question to ask can be costly. I had a client who was completely unaware she could claim off her ex-husband's record, who had apparently a substantial record, and she just applied for her own benefit. And we speculate that because his record was probably significantly higher than yours, this might have been quite costly for her. So financial professionals like me or Social Security lawyers can offer personalized guidance regarding these benefits. So a few things to get ready when you're applying for the benefits. Collect all the necessary documents: birth certificate, marriage certificate, proof of U.S. citizenship, W-2 forms, state-issued ID. If you're a surviving spouse, you may need to bring in a death certificate. Well, actually, you will. Applying for Social Security benefits online, in person at a Social Security office, or by calling Social Security Administration is the way to go. It's vital to fully understand the application process and provide accurate information to avoid complications. After you apply, you need to monitor the claims process progress by checking the status online or contacting the Social Security Administration. If you find it challenging to navigate the process, seek professional help. Financial professional can help guide you toward receiving full benefits you are entitled to. In conclusion, navigating Social Security after divorce or death may be emotional and complex. However, understanding the guidelines, benefit amount, and eligibility for benefits can help you work toward financial stability during challenging times. Social Security is one of those things that is usually a significant part of someone's retirement plan. So you need to take care and choose carefully. And where somebody like me can help. The rules change frequently, and a good one will be up to date on the latest changes. If nothing else, the numbers change from year to year, and they will, the planner will think of things a layman will not. And they'll, at the very least, inform you of the choices you have and the consequences of the choices you make. Once you graduate, be it from welding school, engineering school, or law school, you're going to need a different plan for each of these stages as tailored to your individual situation. During your working years, am I saving enough? Is it in the right place? The earlier you find out the answer to that first question, the less impact it's going to have on your wallet. When you get to that glide path to retirement, that your last 10 years prior to retirement, will the USS retirement be shipshape on the appointed day? Retirement. How do you avoid running out of money before you run out of life? And finally, legacy. Does what you worked hard for get to where you wanted it to after you're done with retirement? I can be reached at herwirefinancial.com. I do in-person, Zoom, and phone appointments. I am licensed and registered across several states and can easily add states if there is a need. If you'd like to schedule an appointment, you can click on the schedule an appointment button in the upper right-hand corner of my website. If you want to see more videos like this, go 2 buttons over to that red button. That's the YouTube button. Please like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. For those who prefer the good old-fashioned telephone, my number is 518-631-2569. Do not text that number. We'll both be sad as I won't get that text. I have a separate texting number that's right there. Opinions voiced in this material are for general information only, may not be intended or are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical. No guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested in directly. All data is believed to be from reliable sources. However, no representation is made as to its completeness or accuracy. None of this is to be construed as tax, legal, ERISA, or investment advice. Consult your advisor prior to taking any action. Unmanaged index returns do not reflect fees, expenses, or sales charges. Index performance is not indicative of the performance of any investment. Investing in stock involves numerous specific risks, including fluctuation of the dividend, loss of principal, potential illiquidity of the investment in a falling market. Investing in mutual funds involves risks, including possible loss of principal. Fund value will fluctuate with market conditions and it may not achieve its investment objective. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is comprised of 30 stocks that are major factors in their industries and widely held by individuals and institutional investors. The Standard & Poor's 500 index is a cap-weighted index of 500 stocks designed to measure performance of the broad domestic economy through changes in the aggregate market value of 500 stocks representing all major industries. The NASDAQ Composite Index measures all NASDAQ domestic and non-US based common stocks listed on the NASDAQ stock market. The market value, the last sale price multiplied by total shares outstanding, is calculated throughout the trading day and is related to the total value of the index. Everybody have a blessed weekend. I'll see you next week.